Hello friends of Vente, Canada. Thank you very much for being part of our first virtual fair. It is an honor for us to have you join us. And today what we will learn is how to access your virtual profile, how to talk with students, how to engage with them, and how to manage your conversations. So as we can see right now, this is the dashboard for Seneca College. Each institution will receive a link to their dashboard, and here at in your dashboard you will have all of the things that are needed for having a successful fair. So as you can see here, the main conversation or the main thing in the screen is the chat. Now here in the middle is the public chat. And on our right bottom side you have visit my profile, and on the bottom right as well you have the help desk. Now if you click on this button, it will open the help desk chat, and there I already wrote a couple of minutes ago, and this is how you can get help the day of the event if you have any issues. So now let's go over the important things that we need to know the day of. So first things first, we must click here to join the conversation. So we will log in using the username we were given. So that would be the username we sent to you. And now I will log in. And once I am logged in, now I will be able to see who is connected. So in the bottom side it says 2 speakers and 4 viewers. What does this mean? So 2 speakers means that there is 2 people that are connected, including myself, and also there is 4 people viewing this conversation. So by viewers, it means that people who have seen your virtual profile but have not yet signed up to have a conversation with you. So anybody that enters your profile for Seneca College, for example, will be able to see the conversation that you've been having with everybody else without having the need to log in. Now, if they wish to talk to you, they will have to log in. So let's go over the features. So in regards to settings, it is very easy to use. We can enable or disable the sound. If we want the chats, whenever somebody sends us a private chat, if we wanted to have a pop-up, that means that it will pop up on our screen. We can enable or disable this. If it is disabled, what we will see when a student writes to us is it'll have a number on top of the of their avatar, and it'll let us know how many times they've written to us. So now let's continue with the settings. So we have admin mode. Admin mode means that nobody can write in the public chat. So that means that only administrators like myself or any of your colleagues that have been given a user for your chat room will be able to write, and nobody else will be able to interrupt you. So that is a very good feature if you wish to write something that is very important and hold everybody off. So now I just disconnected myself. Let's log back in. So now that I've logged in again, I can change the setting of the admin mode back into a normal mode. We can also increase the font size or decrease it. QR means that it'll give us a QR code, which we can share if we want anybody else to join us in the chat. We can also export the transcript, or we can open this chat in a separate window. So for example, if we wish to make it bigger, we can make it as big as we want. And we can have the same conversation here, or we can have it over here. So now if we want to clear the chat messages, we can do so. But please be aware that once you clear the chat messages, we cannot retrieve them. And these are for the public chat, okay? It is very important not to do so if you're not intending. At the end of the day, we will send to you the transcript of all of the chats that you've had with students, and also the users of the students that logged in that day, okay? So now let's move forward. Now, in order to see who is connected, we just click at the bottom, at the top left hand play button that we see here, and we will be able to see who is connected. So right now we have Alfredo, which is the username that I am using at the moment, and we have Emma who's logged in. So we can also greet everybody else that is watching the conversation. And so let's do this. So now we've written a message, and this message can be seen by everybody. So now let's wait and see if Emma can reply to us. Now, while we're waiting for this, we can also send a private conversation to Emma if we wish to do so. So all you need to do is click on the profile and we will be able to write to Emma. So now here you will be able to see a conversation that we previously had. And that is a good thing because you can also see what was being said in the past. So now we've written a message privately to Emma. Now it is very important to say that we can have private calls with students if we want. This is just an audio call and this is a video call. So we can also chat. We can add emojis to our conversation, or if we wish, we can also attach files. We can attach a regular file, take a picture, record an audio if we wish just to record an audio to be quick, or record a video introduction. So you can do so as well. So here Emma just replied, and as you heard that sound, that is that we've received a new message. Now, what happens when a student is becoming too aggressive or is writing too much and it's no longer of our interest to keep having that conversation? We can either ignore. We can also ban by IP. What does this mean? It means that if the student logs back in, the same student logs back in from his computer with a different username, we can also ban him. This is if we're having any issues with that student, or we can also disconnect that student. If we click disconnect, they'll be disconnected from the chat. So it's very easy to use this chat. Now let's go back to the public section. Now here we are at the public section of the chat. And we can also send some emojis if we wish. We can also attach files. As I mentioned, it's the same. We can add a regular file, take a picture, record an audio if we wish to record an audio, or a video. So that is very useful if you wish to do so. Now moving forward, as I mentioned, we have the settings here at the bottom. And we also have this button, which is to disconnect. As you saw in the beginning, I logged out. So it is very important to log in and log out, so people know that we are not logged in whenever they log in to the conversation. Now, if we wish to visit our profile, this would be the Seneca profile, we can do so by clicking Visit My Profile. As soon as we click there, a new window will pop up and we will be able to see the profile for Seneca College. Now, once here, we can also see the conversations that we were having over there because we are already logged in. So that is very important to mention. We can have the conversation here, but it's small. So that's why we recommend you use the dashboard. Now, as I mentioned, you can also access the help desk. So in order to access the help desk, all you need to do is click on this button and you'll be able to also have a conversation with anybody of our team. And we for sure will be able to assist you the day of the event, okay? And it's very easy to use. As I mentioned, all you need to do is type in your username and write the problem that you're having, and somebody will help you as soon as possible, okay? Well, that is pretty much it. I hope that this was very useful, and thank you again for being a part of our first virtual fair. We hope that this video was very useful to you. Also, I wanted to mention that whenever you're in the public chat, you can tag the person that you would like to reply to by simply adding an @ to your conversation. So here we can select that we want to reply at Oski and say, how can I help you? So once we do this, you will see that the person was tagged and they will receive a notification that you replied to them in the public chat. Another important thing to mention is that at the end of the day, we cannot ourselves download the conversations you had privately with students. We can only download the conversation you had in the public chat. So it is very important that if you wish to save the conversation you had with a student, all you need to do is open that conversation, as I did right now by clicking on their profile. Remember that you can open this up and see all of the information of the students. So once you do this, then you click on the settings button and then you do export transcript. Once you do this, you'll be able to export this transcript yourself. Now, if you wish to also export the transcript of the conversations you had the day of the event and not wait for us, you can do so yourself by just clicking on this general settings button, and you can also do export transcript. And this will export all of the conversations you had publicly, but each conversation privately must be done individually as like this. Okay?